Right there. Him.
I've been chasing these dreams, falling down with my team. I make bread while I sleep. I don't stress, I just breathe. Being broke ain't my thing. I've been chasing these dreams.
What's going on, family? You're watching Sports Talk with D. Watts. I'm your host, Bernard Watts. Only thing I ask that you do, hit that like button as you come in and watch this broadcast. Shedeur Sanders, the quarterback of the Cleveland Browns, has dominated the Cleveland Browns training camp so far these first 7 to 8 days. Today they're off. Tomorrow they report back to camp at 9 o'clock a.m. in the morning, when Shedeur will take the field once again to add on what he have done since he been there. The other day he ran with the first team defense against the first team defense, but he ran with the second team offense. At some point, the Cleveland Browns got to come and talk to Shedeur about running with the number one offense against the number one defense. Because one thing I don't learn, family, you cannot hide Shedeur Sanders. You may hide him and tell the media one thing. You may hide him and tell the public one thing. But one thing you won't be able to do is keep lying to them teammates. Because Shedeur teammates see him out there performing, and they are judging him off of what you already done put out there. Oh yeah, for that quarterback position. See, they don't see Kenny Pickett play every day. He been out there. They don't see Joe Flacco perform with the number one offense, and they surely have seen Dillon Gabriel perform with the number one offense, but not yet with Shedeur Sanders. And Shedeur Sanders is looking better than them when he run against the number one with the number two offense. Where they do that at? So you better believe it, family and friends, that locker room is talking. They talking. Oh, I'm sure Kevin Stefanski here. They talking. Shedeur already done put that post up there. Shedeur already said the streets are talking. The streets are talking. They know Shedeur is him. They know that. But they gotta try to save face. And they doing it on purpose. They doing it on purpose. I was listening at ESPN 2. Chris Canty, a former defensive player, now has his own podcast on ESPN with several other people. And he was saying these words right here. Once Shedeur get his opportunity, you ain't gonna be able to go back. You're not gonna be able to deny the public from what they seen. And what we saw yesterday, oh yeah, like Chris Canty said, once you let that genie out of the bag, you can't put her back in. And they doing it on purpose. Matter of fact, let me play this video and let you hear him for yourself, and I'll be back with one more video. Stay with me now. Stay with me. Chris Canty.
You can lie to a lot of people. You can't lie to the guys in the locker room that see him at practice every single day.
Cool.
And
yes.
I think that's the interesting dynamic, because now Shedeur Sanders will be in a position where he'll get more reps in practice, especially with the first team. And we'll see how things play out from that standpoint. Because you can't put the genie back in the bottle once the other players see it on the field.
Totally agree. I just don't think that necessarily we've seen that yet. We haven't had an opportunity to, and I guess maybe that's...
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, hey, that was Chris Canty of ESPN 2 doing his podcast with his other two co-hosts, and he's a former NFL player. He letting you know, once them players see Shedeur out there balling, and once you let the genie out the bag, you can't put him back in, they let him out the bag. They let Genie out the bag. They let her out the bag yesterday when they let Shedeur went out there and just did him in. That first team, Myles Garrett, I told you. You probably should have went and did what Shedeur wanted you to do. If he wanted you to play tight end, you should have went and played tight end. I know. Hey, if Shedeur wanted you to do it, be a pass rusher. You should have went and be a pass rusher. I'm just trying to tell you, Myles Garrett, Shedeur is him, and you know it too. Oh yeah, all y'all know it. We all know Shedeur just got to continue to build up on his performance so far. Whether the Cleveland Browns is trying to take him slow and bring him along the way they want to bring him on, hey, I can't knock that. That's how they see it. That's just how they see it. Maybe they trying to develop a quarterback. When you know you got a good quarterback and you don't want to mess him up early, maybe that's what they're doing, because it's just, to me, that's the only way I can see it, y'all. I don't know how y'all see it, but that's the only way I can see it. Maybe they trying to bring him along slow. They know he's the future. They know he's the franchise quarterback, but they trying to make sure, and they trying to see, will Shedeur do enough so that we can trust him, or will Shedeur do at least or show us that we can't trust him? And so far, he's showing them that they can trust him. The way he performed, the way he put in that work after and before training camp start. Oh yeah, y'all got to trust this dog. Yeah, this boy straight out dog out there. But still, maybe because they are known as a franchise that cannot and have not developed a franchise quarterback. Check this out. Jimmy hasn't been the owner, I think, at least 10, maybe 20 years. I don't know exactly. I think 10, at least 10, right? Up under his leadership, they haven't got that quarterback room right yet. They treating that quarterback room like it's a transfer portal in college. Yeah, they didn't want to develop no quarterback. They had one in Baker Mayfield, but they choose to bring in Deshaun Watson. Baker Mayfield, look at his track record. I think he went to the Los Angeles Rams. He went to the Carolina Panthers. Now he's in Tampa Bay. Starting quarterback, star quarterback. Somebody taking the time and coached him up right and got him right, and now he's a franchise quarterback. Well, Cleveland doing the opposite. They treating it like a transfer portal. They treat it like a transfer portal in college instead of taking time and developing. See, Kevin Stefanski is known to be a guru quarterback coach, but he ain't developed not one. Maybe that's what they're doing with Shedeur, because the franchise is labeled. It's labeled. Somebody had a conversation with Myles Garrett in order for him to sign back there.
I want to switch the jobs for today.
Conversation about the quarterback.
Maybe one day I come out here.
You can't play nothing, especially football.
Hey, I'm down. I'll do some kicking drills.
I was listening.
Hey, we're here to win. You wake up in the morning. Hey, you start the day off with a win. You in with
and Joe Johnson. I like the conversation that they were saying about Jimmy Haslam. They was talking about his press conference. Well, when I listened to it, I said, boy, they might be right. In other words, I'm going to play the video and let you hear them talk. And the way I took it, and I heard Shedeur Sanders say these words. Well, Jimmy Haslam, since you didn't have no say in Shedeur Sanders, maybe that's a good thing. Because look like y'all got it right. Look like Andrew Berry got it right when he drafted Shedeur. Because in the past, you've been the one who been drafting those quarterbacks and they haven't worked out. I'm just trying to tell y'all, man. Listen here. Let's play that clip from Nightcap, from Shedeur Sanders, and let the people hear it. All right.
If you just told me, see, we picked him on Saturday, right? Yeah. Friday night driving home, y'all are going to pick Shedeur, I would say that's not happening. But at the end of the day, that's Andrew Berry's call. Andrew made the call to pick Shedeur.
If you feel this way about Shedeur, why y'all still got the man?
Since 2000, the Cleveland Browns have had 35 different starting quarterbacks. But now you're going to take it upon yourself to say Shedeur Sanders wasn't your pick. And that's probably why it's going to work.
Hey, when I look at it, I just like how the young man going about himself, man. Shedeur. There's no better way to go about this than keep your head down and keep working, bro. He looks comfortable out there, first and foremost. And he looks like he's still enjoying the game, man. And I think this is just more, fuel to the fire as opposed to it's going to help him out throughout his NFL career in general. And this man talking about that's an Andrew Berry pick.
They're trying to break him up. It's all mind games.
They are.
They are.
Oh, mind game.
If I'm trying to break it, they say they put you in solitary, Ocho, because they say, you know, we used to communicate. And when there's no one to communicate to, and all you can do is hear your heartbeat. And the only communication is going on in your own head.
And you know what? That could be a good thing. Sometimes they put people in solitary confinement, right? Does it more good than harm because they give you too much time to think.
Yeah, I want to be in solitary, Ocho, because I want to be away from you, sorry mofo. Some of y'all might rub off on me. Time dealing with what he's dealing with. Because think about it now, that's still time, son. Woo. But in the meantime, I've got to deal with what I've got to deal with. I've got something gravely going on with me. They did what they did. They were like, we're going to show you. We're going to show Coach Prime, you know, the Mannings, and everybody looked at the Mannings, and Eli did what he did, and, you know, Arch, and, you know, so forth and so on. They're like, nah, you're not going to do that. We're going to show you. We're going to start it right here. And then we're going to take it a little further. We're only going to give you a handful of reps.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, hey, only thing I'm trying to tell you, whoever it was made that choice to draft Shedeur, hey, you did a good job. You going to get the credit because he going to be that QB1. It doesn't matter how y'all want to play it out. You want to try to save face, you got to go through all of the rest of the quarterback, go through them and see how it turn out for you. But at some point, oh yeah, you got to come and talk to Shedeur because the streets are talking. Yeah, the streets are talking. I'm just trying. I guarantee you that your answer is not Joe Flacco. Put a video up on the ground. Your answer is not Joe Flacco. I promise you that. Overthrown, underthrown. Every now and then, he'll hit on a pass. You can't score no touchdown. When you look at DG, overthrowing. He can't see. He cannot see over the line of scrimmage. He just throwing the ball. Hope he get there. He got to try to move around, run around, try to find a passing lane for him to find a wide receiver so he can throw it to. Too much time. Gonna get sacked. Gonna get interceptions. He's not that accurate. And the main thing about the players and also the assistant coaches, the position coaches, they see the same thing. But when Shedeur stand up in there, they see something totally different. We can win with this guy. The players know we can win with this guy. Myles Garrett know we can win with this guy. Yeah. Hey, Ward, that defensive back, all-pro defensive back, yeah, he seen it up close. Yeah, Shedeur did me. Yeah, he did me. The rest of them can't do it, but Shedeur got me. And you don't think Jerry Jeudy want to catch a ball from Shedeur Sanders? He tired of those two undrafted rookies getting all the hype and getting all the attention like they are the star of the team. And so far, they are. You don't hear that about Jerry Jeudy. Only reason you hear something about Jerry Jeudy, you got to go off of last year. He ain't going off of this year. If you didn't know or we didn't talk about Jerry Jeudy, you would never knew he was on this team. You just wouldn't. Because Shedeur haven't had the opportunity to throw that football to him. The only thing I'm trying to tell you about Shedeur Sanders is out. He's standing up in that paper. He's standing on business. Yeah, he's standing on business. W12 in the chat. W12 in the chat. Hey, once again, you're watching Sports Talk with B. Watts. Do me a favor. Hit that like button. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed. And also, join the membership if you like to continue to support this broadcast in any kind of way. All right? You can Cash App. You also can Super Chat. The Super Chat button is at the bottom of the screen. Whatever you do, it's highly appreciated. Once again, this has been another episode of Sports Talk with B. Watts, and I'm your host, Bernard Watts. Until next time, don't forget I got a live show tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Time with Greg Said It and JR Boxing. We hope to see you there. All right? All right. Until next time, you all be blessed. Peace.
I know that ain't who I
Give me my theme music.
Okay.